What you see on TikTok as lucky girl syndrome is only the tip of the iceberg. What if, even with anxiety or depression, you could choose a different reality? Sounds unbelievable? In a moment, you'll learn 5 manifestation secrets that work even when your mind screams, impossible. Secret 5 completely changed my life. Stay until the end. Imagine waking up filled with energy and calm, with no negative thoughts ruling your day. You live by your own rules, confident, free from guilt and constant worry. Every day you feel like you're directing your own movie. Toxic emotions lose their grip on you, and you achieve goals that once felt out of reach. Your relationships flourish because the world mirrors your new inner peace. Sounds like magic? These are the real benefits you'll get from mastering these techniques. Secret 1 awakening through awareness. Many of us live like sleepwalkers on autopilot, letting negative thoughts run the movie of our lives. Vadim Zeland says, you're an actor who doesn't know he's also the director. Lack of awareness keeps you trapped in someone else's script, feeling like a loser or feeling guilty, because you don't even know you can grab the steering wheel. How to wake up? Start with simple questions. Where am I right now? What am I feeling? Are these thoughts even mine? That inner observation is like hitting pause in a movie you realize you can change the frame. Harvard research shows the average person spends 47% of their time mind-wandering, and that usually makes them unhappy. A wandering mind is an unhappy mind. Whenever you catch yourself worrying about the future or replaying the past, return to the here and now. Awareness is the foundation. Only when you're present can you spot your mind's mechanisms and start changing them. Call to action. If you've been living on autopilot, comment, time to wake up. You're not alone. Secret 2, defeat the hidden enemies. Pendulums and excess importance imagine negative emotions as food for invisible energy parasites. Zeland calls them pendulums, entities that feed on your fear, anger, guilt, or despair. The more you worry or hate, the harder you swing the pendulum and it drags you to worse life paths. Example, you fear failure, give it huge weight, freeze up, make mistakes, and fail. That's excess importance. Assign extreme value to something and reality pushes back. Visual, clock pendulums swinging wider as emotions, fear, anger, intensify. Starve it of energy. When you feel a negative emotion tightening its grip, stop. Recognize, just a pendulum trying to provoke me. Stay neutral, don't feed the beast your attention. Ignored pendulums weaken and fall off. Lower the importance. Instead of thinking, this is life or death, tell yourself, relax, I've got this, it's just another step. Paradoxically, when you release the tension, what you want comes more easily. Real life example, remember that crucial exam or job interview you obsessed over? You tensed up and bombed. Next time, relaxed, you aced it. That's the law of balancing forces. Call to action. Comment what pendulum steals your energy, work, news, a toxic relationship. Let's defuse them together. Secret 3, take the helm. Intention and the plate. What's the difference between intention and a wish? Intention is a decision made with certainty. It isn't, I'd like to be healthy. It's, I decide I'm returning to health, and inside you feel calm because you know it will be so. In transurfing, intention is the force that moves the world. When you declare a desire without tension, you take initiative, reality starts cooperating. Here's where it gets interesting. You have an internal control panel called the Plait, an energy center behind your shoulder blades. Sounds odd? Maybe, but try this. Close your eyes after the narration and focus on that spot between your shoulder blades. Imagine a pleasant warmth or gentle current of energy. That's the Plait activating your tool for switching reality frames. When you feel that spark, speak your intention out loud. Example, I declare the intention to land a job where I thrive. See yourself in the new role, happy and fulfilled. That's crucial. You just started the film reel that will lead you to that outcome. Many describe this as nearly mystical, because when intention is sincere and fear-free, circumstances coincidentally align for you. It's not magic. Zeland frames it as psychology and quantum physics. Jim Carrey, when still a broke comic, wrote himself a check for $10 million for acting services. He carried it in his wallet while visualizing success, and exactly 10 years later, he landed a role that paid him $10 million. That's the power of intention plus action. If you've ever used strong intention and it worked, share in the comments. I'd love to hear your success story. Secret 4: Change the slide. Change reality. Mental slides and affirmations. Every day our minds project hundreds of slides, memories, fantasies, films of what might go wrong. Most people unconsciously stare at negative slides: illness, failure, fears, and those eventually show up in real life. Transurfing teaches, focus on a goal slide and reality will adjust sooner or later. How? Build a vivid image of the person you want to be your target slide. Maybe you see yourself healthy and energetic, or a successful, smiling version of you surrounded by supportive people. Each day, spend a few minutes watching that inner movie as if it were already real. Add feelings of joy and gratitude as though you're already there. This isn't empty fantasy. You're programming your subconscious and placing an order in the space of variance. Pro tip: use affirmations, consciously chosen thoughts. Instead of looping, "I'm hopeless," swap in "I am worthy and deserve happiness." At first, your mind may resist. The old slide wants to return, but consistency pays off. Psychology calls this reframing and shows it lowers negative emotions and boosts well-being. Visualization is used by the best. Olympians, entrepreneurs, everyone sees success in the mind before achieving it in the arena. Michael Phelps visualized every race before he hit the water. Got your dream slide? Like this video if you'll spend at least 5 minutes tonight on positive visualization. Let's see how many accept the challenge. When the storm hits and your mood crashes, reach for this Transurfing emergency toolkit. Redirect your attention. If you're stuck under a black cloud of thoughts, do something unexpected, stand up, change rooms, blast a dance track, anything to break the spiral. Then ask, what benefit could this have for me? Sick at home? Great, I finally have time to read and grow. That conscious reinterpretation builds real mental resilience. Imitate the future you. Low self-esteem or hopelessness. Play act the successful, confident version of yourself for a day. Dress, speak, and move like that person. It isn't fraud, it's training reality. Soon the feelings become genuine and people respond to the new signal you send out. Lower importance and accept emotions. When fear, anger, or shame hits, step back and say, okay, I feel it normal. I don't have to fight it. Simply allowing the emotion releases pressure. Then calmly restate what you choose instead. Even with fear, I choose to keep moving. Acceptance plus low importance drains the emotion's toxic charge. Move and develop. Depressive states love inertia. Antidote? Move your body. Any small action counts. Take a walk, tidy your space, do 10 squats. Movement burns cortisol and restores a sense of agency. At the same time, invest in growth, read, learn, meditate. There's no standing still. You're either evolving or sliding back. Choose growth. Quick energy resets. Reality flip. Catch a negative thought and instantly flip it. I can't, I absolutely can, or I'll learn how. Guardian. Take a deep breath and shake the event off your arms like dust, saying, this has no weight. I drop it. Horse. In a safe space, shake out your limbs and let out a few wild sounds. Weird, but it resets the nervous system. Energy cocoon. Picture a glowing sphere around you that no outside negativity can penetrate, perfect before a tough meeting. Reclaim your power. Stand tall, focus on the plate, and declare, I claim my right. I take back my strength. I reclaim the power of all my lifetimes. You'll feel a surge of energy, no longer a victim, but the creator. Keep these tools close and you'll notice crises pass faster while you come out stronger. Which method speaks to you most? Comment what you'll try or share your own tricks so we can all learn together. Sounds inspiring, but does it work? Let's look at the evidence. Science first. Visualization and guided imagery genuinely help mental health. Johns Hopkins Medicine reports that imagery techniques aid in treating anxiety, stress, and depression. Psychology backs mindfulness and reframing. Meta-analyses show significant mood improvement in people who practice them. Real-world results. Thousands have transformed their lives with transurfing. Vadim Zeland's book series has sold over 1.3 million copies in Russia alone, sales driven by real outcomes, not hype. Online, the Reality Transurfing subreddit has topped 200,000 members sharing successes. One user wrote, "I battled severe depression for 15 years. Transurfing gave me freedom. My first tear-free week ever." Another said negative events literally vanished as people around them began to change for the better. These aren't miracles, just consistent application of the principles you've heard today. Remember, transurfing isn't a magic pill. It's a system that asks you to work on yourself. But the stats and stories show it's worth trying. If others reshape their reality, so can you. Now you hold the keys to manifesting even on rough days. Take action. If this content helped you, subscribe and hit the bell. Next episode, I'll guide you step by step through live plate activation with a meditation. You won't want to miss it. Share this video with friends. It might save someone's day. You choose what you see in your world. Thanks for staying till the end. Let's build the reality we dream of together. See you soon.